I'm sorry for being too white. Let's react to Aberrant Preach.
There was a recent thing that unfolded on the Twitch platform involving Asmongold, who's right now probably one of the biggest streamers in the world, Vanilla Mace, and QT Cinderella.
I'm not going to change, though. I'm not going to...
Yeah.
I will never believe that if I'm kind to a hateful person, that means I agree with them. I will never believe that. No matter what you guys say, I won't believe it. Because at the end of the day, if I'm around a racist person, I'm just not... They are, yes. But how am I supposed to help them ever? By cutting them off? No. Like, I get it. You guys can think in black and white, but that's not how it works over here. The thing is,
Yeah.
it's like, I was raised in a very religious family. Unfortunately, there are people in my family that are, there are people in my family that are bigoted. There are people in my family that are, there's people in my family that are like, but I still love my family, right? And I still know that there are that members of my family have good qualities.
All right, so did you follow that? She's talking about a family member.
I think so.
And like they have views that are
Rossi's
or transphobe, whatever it could be. And she's like, I'm gonna stick by them, even if I disagree vehemently with their opinion.
Okay.
All right.
My stepbrother is trans, and my dad refuses to use the correct pronouns, and it drives me crazy, and it drives my stepbrother crazy, of course. But I've had to say to my dad, Dad, you know it's not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna hurt you to say the correct pronouns, but it does hurt him when you say the wrong ones.
Right.
You know what the difference is I'm able to have this conversation with my dad because I'm open-minded and we love each other. My stepbrother just says fuck off and won't talk to my dad. So there's no progress being made. Sorry for the
I feel like it's a no. Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. It's like, again, it's like one of those things where it's like, dang, like it is like a hard thing because again, like there's definitely people in my family as well that like are like pretty Trumpy and like
pretty Trumpy. But the clip goes viral. Cutie actually asked her to delete the stream because, you know, a lot of people knew how the clips would look. So they were like trying to do damage control. But internet, bitch, it lives forever. Anyways, she apologizes afterwards because it goes viral.
Wait, hold on. She apologized for what?
You're about to find out. You're about to find out. Impatient, bro.
I'm really sorry. Like, I've heard what a lot of people are saying, and I am sorry for the hurt that I've caused people. If you don't want this apology, then it's not for you. And clearly you're not hurt, but I'm apologizing to people that I've hurt, and that's important to me. So if you're a part of the queer community and I've hurt you,
God.
I am sorry. If you are a person of color who...
What do you think about this so far?
How is what she doing hurting them? How is her still having a relationship with a person with different beliefs who she talks to them and tells them that they should be respectful? How is that hurting the
You don't
community?
get how it hurts people?
Bro.
You're so bigoted and racist.
I'm sorry, I'm white.
As a white woman, you're not supposed to say certain things. Do you not understand that?
No, I know. I can't laugh at anything. I can't.
Well, anyways, I've already been keeping up with this, and that little short-haired girl is full of shit.
I know. She said that she felt uncomfortable that whole time, but she did not look uncomfortable at all.
She was just like, no, don't say sorry.
And she's like, you can tell I was uncomfortable.
Who I've hurt, I am sorry. The way I was wording things was very irresponsible and wrong. I understand why it was hurtful. I've read the comments, believe it or not.
What?
I'm old.
You're old?
I'm old. Who's
so
that?
This is one of her best friends. Her name is Valkyrie.
I did tell her, I was like, Cutie, I do think your tone doesn't help because you inherently sound really angry all the time. You sound really, and she knows. I was like, you're very blunt. I think it's your tone, you're blunt, and it just comes off poorly, especially, and I was like, you're also the whitest woman I know.
You're also the whitest woman I know?
Oh my God. We just need to put all the Twitch streamers, we just need to put them on an island somewhere and just forget about them. I don't even know what words I can say, but they're so goddamn brain dead. She said she sounded aggressive.
Dude,
That's
you
like
can't do nothing these days.
that's like the most unaggressive thing that you can say. Like, my parents are full of hate, but I still love them.
Oh my god, you're so angry. That tone?
And I'm pretty sure Valkyrie's Filipina, but she's white as fuck too. I don't know.
I thought she was white. Thinking
Who?
that. The girl just talking, I thought she was white.
Yeah, I think she's something. She's definitely not white, but
The woman I know.
Did you used to fangirl over these people?
no, I used to watch a bunch of them during like COVID when they would play Among Us. That's when I was like on my Among Us shit. But they're so fucking cringe. I'm pretty sure she was the one that one of her friends died or something in the game, and then she's like, "Oh, such and such lives matter," and then her chat ended up getting on her ass like, "You're mocking BLM to make a little joke," and then she starts crying. She's like, "Oh my god, I never meant to like devalue the association or some stupid shit like that." They're all cringe as fuck, and they're all from LA. They're crybabies.
Bitch, you're transparent.
It also
Wow, I'm sorry.
To be fair, the screen is making it worse. Like, you see her here, she looks
Okay,
more
I can tell
Filipino-ish.
she's not white right there, but
Carry on, my bad.
and it also is just, you being so white. It doesn't help. It doesn't help.
Her being so white is a mistake. She should fix that.
Her heart. But I know her. I know her heart. It's just because she wants to help, but I feel like there's ways we can do it better.
So what are you saying, my girl? You're saying that she said something f***ed up and you're gonna stand by her and explain to her what she did, which is exactly what the fuck the other chick did. Am I getting this wrong?
You're doing great.
She's not a fake ally. Do not say that. Do not say that. Her co-host is gay. Hello? She has gay friends.
Yes, she
okay?
has
I
black
think
friends
that-
too. That's never been an excuse. But what did she do? Nobody here explained it. You see all these fuckers? You don't see them. You just see him. But all these fuckers are here, including him. Nobody's explaining me.
I think-
What the f did she do?
I think this is even funnier because you guys can't see this, but it's just me and Preach in the room. And this is like a really weird monologue he's having.
It is crazy. All these laughs and I'm still talking alone. Yeah, whatever.
That's all part of the soundboard. Why are you pretending? Why are you pretending like we don't have a soundboard where I press buttons and get a laugh track?
Okay, cool, sure.
Okay, what are you gonna pretend like everything is the same as it was before?
Yeah.
Is the floor here too?
100%.
You would hear that
hear
every
it.
fucking
Yeah, it's
video.
them walking right now.
No, it's me. And you bouncing. You're bouncing.
Okay.
So
All right, comment. I like that clip. She's not fake. She's just white. Let's get Asmund Gold. I'm not a big fan of this rat, but he had to take on this part of the conversation.
rat, you said?
Part of the reason why she's receiving backlash is because she's being so white.
Context. One of the most popular and most progressive streamers is getting cancelled for saying this.
In my family that are, there are people in my family that are, but I still love my family. And what's most important to get people to love other people is to love them.
She right.
But my father is at times. I don't support that. Period. The end. But I still love my dad and I'll go to coffee with him tomorrow. But I don't support that.
She's getting canceled for being normal.
You're also the whitest woman I know. You being so white. It doesn't help.
The fact is that a lot of the people that are hating on Cutie do genuinely hate white people. I hate when white people say the dumbest shit then try to act innocent.
Okay.
You know what, my girl? Cutie Cinderella, you know what you should do? You should call my man Stevie J. Stevie 9, whatever, this guy, the cowboy, all right? Cowboy prince on a horse. He's going to come and save you. She's white.
Well, I understand why she cares. She's around people who are from these communities who are probably hurt by the stuff that she said. So her saying I could care less probably is not a good idea. I think it's okay to her say I disagree, but if you have people from these communities and they are bothered by what you say, you should care. Doesn't mean you should agree with them. Doesn't mean you should bow down or whatever, but.
You could see in the clips. You know who I am. You know what I stand for. If you're someone who's been watching me, then you already fucking know. If you're a first-time fucking chatter and you're just joining off of clips that you've seen on TikTok and you don't know shit about me or that you're going to make.
Roach
but
out.
people who know me and know my
They're roaching
character
out.
and know what I stand for, know how I'm gonna go about this.
This is what happens. They will throw you under the bus in a second.
I am telling you right now that I did not agree with that, okay? I'm telling you right now that I did not agree with that.
She literally was so nice to us. I'm so confused. And now she's agreeing with people and that she's uncomfortable.
Have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up.
I feel like if cancel culture wasn't a thing, I feel like everybody would be more real. But there's just so many like fake shit. Like, this is fake. She's fake. This is super fake, bro.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm living like in a different dimension or something.
It's like everybody is just so worried about what other people feel and think.
Yeah.
And then people need to stop letting minor words, minor conversations hurt them when it has nothing to truly do with them.
Yeah, because it's not like she didn't. That's why I feel like I don't feel like this is real. She wasn't saying anything bad about them. Mm-hmm. She was just saying, I know people that say bad things about them, but that doesn't mean I hate them.
Because if there is somebody who is trans, all the phobics, whatever, if you are just like hating them, death threatening them, like all this stuff, how is that going to make them change? That's going to make them like hate your community more.
Yeah. I think the country needs to be all like Texas.
If you show kindness to them and then they start realizing like, okay, all these people really are kind. Mm-hmm. All these people are open-minded.
Who?
And the community.
The LMNOP?
You're gonna get us canceled. We're gonna be crying and apologizing.
I know plenty of people in the LMNOP community. It's fine. They're just so sensitive. I mean, you know what's crazy? I was thinking about this the other day. The way that people view the conservative people back in the day, how they view the LMNOP community now.
In what way?
Because like back then it was the hippies, the gay people, like they were the ones that were kind of viewed as like outgoing and raunchy and not sensitive, and the conservative people were kind of just like, oh my god, like that is so offensive, like what are you guys doing? And now it's kind of like the opposite, where they're the sensitive ones and we're kind of like the raunchy ones, where it's like we should be able to say the R word, the F word, all these kinds of words, freedom of speech, this and that. That's why I'm kind of like in the middle of certain things.
I feel like I see a lot of how that community constantly wants like their freedom, their rights to do all these like things, but like we don't get the freedom to say anything. Like, anything you say is just you're bad, you're uneducated, all these different things.
We should have never gave Gen Z the internet. That's what we should have never done. We should have never told these people that they mattered. They feel like their words are so important that, and their feelings are just so important. Just like, shut the fuck up. I know you're not supposed to say that, but
I'm the type, I feel like everybody's feelings in a way like does matter, but not to the extent where you gotta like,
we gotta stop validating people.
Because it comes down to like what that girl was saying, to like show like love even if you disagree with them.
Yeah. When she said I agree, and she's considered part of that community.
But I feel that way. I feel that way with like everybody. That's why like I prefer to be kind to everybody, even if they have different beliefs than me. But it comes to an extent where if I feel like I can't joke around you, I have to watch everything I say. I have to be careful. Something like every little thing can offend you. Then like that's when I like what's the point of being like friends?
Yeah. Like I hope Cutie cuts off her and Valkyrie. They're so damn stupid, sensitive for no reason.
What Cutie saying?
Yeah,
what is?
Yeah, bro. She switched up on you real quick because she don't give a fuck about you. She only went to your event, man, because you're popular. Let me tell y'all something. This is for anybody like Ray or Cutie Cinderella, any of these people. This audience of weird, mentally ill losers are not the only people on the internet. You might think that there's a lot of them because they're all liking each other's stuff and they're very coordinated, but there's actually a very small amount of them. You don't have to live in according to what the most uncharitable take is towards what you believe. Stop living in the shadow and stop being a slave to these freaks.
What do these people do? I feel so old. So what is that? Do they do on the internet?
So thoughts?
You look like you took a shower.
I don't know about that, Chief.
I still don't understand what the fuck she did wrong.
Well, they think it's bad that she's keeping her in her life because it's like family. Imagine your stepbrother's feeling that you're still spending all this time with this person who's constantly belittling his existence.
And it's okay.
What is okay?
To keep that person in her life.
Speak on that, because you understand now. Finally.
No, I don't.
You've waiting all fucking night, bro.
No,
you finally caught up on this nerd streamer shit.
That's one of the only chances, one of the few chances that person that is belittling her stepbrother has to change their mind, is if that person is speaking to them calmly, or trying to like, let me spoon feed you that shit, so that you can understand. You know what I mean? Casting people away, sometimes they don't understand. They just think that, well, you're right. You just that's how you radicalize people. But if you spoon feed, you understand the person. You're like, hey, I understand where you're coming from, but let me show another perspective, and you talk it down to some people. You don't always have to yell at people to make your point and yell at them and then call them names and stuff. Sometimes it's just like, hey, remember that shit you did? Yeah. It's like whenever you raise kids. Yeah, but he's a grown ass man. Yeah, but for that topic, he's a kid. He's new to the concept. You understand? Sometimes, yes, you can yell at a kid, but always yell at a kid is not the right way to make them understand things or make them.
Yeah, that's true. I'm always of the firm belief that you should always try to talk things throughout. But once you have the conversation and realize that they just never going to grasp onto the concept that you're trying to tell them, like, bro, it's not that serious, and they're still like being little bitches about it, then that's when you're just like, all right, you're too far gone. Like if somebody was like super blatantly racist, then you tell them like, hey bro, that shit is not cool. Like you need to knock it the fuck off. But then they're just like, man. I think the culture down here in, I wouldn't say all of Texas, but definitely in Houston, people don't give a fuck about that type of shit. Because I'm going to tell you right now, YouTube. No, I'm not gonna say it.
Well, I mean, I heard too that like a lot of people from California moving here is causing a lot more different beliefs and different types of people.
I will say though, gay people are some of the nicest people. Because I was in Austin and we went to a bar and it was a gay bar, and it was the one that I told you that boys and girls can use the same restroom, and everybody there was so friendly. It was super gay. It was very, very friendly in there.
Bro, sometimes you sit them down. Hey, you see that dumb shit you did? Yeah, I told you not to do it. Yeah, you did it. Yeah, you got burned.
Yeah, but what about her tone? Because like her tone, she
what was
just
wrong
seemed
with her
like
tone?
she was just like, I'm gonna stick with this person. Like it is what it is. Like I don't care. I'm gonna keep being nice. Like I guess the issue is that I feel like it was insensitive and not consider the fact that people really are dealing with these people that may even be in her life and they may be impacting their lives. And it's just, she's just like, well, I'm going to stick with them. Like, I'm going to keep being nice. It's like, you know, it's very dismissive to people who might be suffering and who are marginalized.
But that's the thing too. Like, to what extent are they racist? Because I feel like I know some people that joked with you. They were like, oh, I know Spanish words. I know taco and all that stuff. But, like, that was, like, harmless racism. Like, oh, my God. People are going to send me death threats. But, like, you were able to laugh at that. Like, you thought it was funny. So I'm saying, like, to what extent are the people... Because there are some where I do feel like they're super, like, actually, like, hateful. And, like, they're not just joking around, making racist jokes, but they are actual hateful, racist people. So yeah, it's like, but I don't know the extent to her family that she's talking about. Because what if What if it's like that where they just like are more playful and they're not actually harming people in any way, and she's just saying like they're racist?
Yeah, I feel like she would consider me a racist or transphobic because it's not I will never meet a trans person and hate them. I will never treat them like less of a person, but I will not accept their way of life. I will be like, you do you, but I'm never gonna be like okay with that lifestyle. Mm-hmm. People would consider me transphobic because of that. I don't hate them. I don't think they're evil people. I am more of the belief that it's more of like a mental disease kind of thing, or something's going on, the wires aren't connecting or something. Because to me it just sounds ridiculous. Like, what kind of rational person can just change their gender like that? Mm-hmm. And the example I was given is, well, if you can do that, then I can identify as a Chinese person or a black person, and they're like, no, you can't do that. You can't just switch your color. And this is like, that's what you're doing.
Yeah, see, I got you speechless because I did my thing.
The point is that if you keep them around and you're not talking about anything, you're just like letting them be. No, she's actually having the conversation with them. Like, hey, by the way, she's clocking them. Who else is gonna do that? So what do you want? You want us to not ever have interaction with those people that don't think like you? Never. So you don't have interactions with them. They cut them off. How are they supposed to evolve? That seed that you planted grew, and I was able to change. How? If nobody talks to them, they're gonna stay in echo chamber, and you're gonna stay in your echo chamber, and everybody stays to the so segregation. You're woke, but you want segregation, not by color, of course, but segregation by way of thinking. Is that what's going on? Just yell at them and mess them up. That's what we want. Yeah. Talking with people, talking it out with people, having conversations, sitting down people. That's how you're able to change. You had that guy that you spoke about, I think it was like 2 streams ago, that was talking to all those KKK members and was able to turn them and just...
Oh, that's crazy. I was just watching him on the Joe Rogan Experience a couple days ago.
Really?
A black guy that interviewed the leader of the KKK.
Bro, he was able to talk to them.
Davis is one of the few African Americans you will ever find attending a KKK rally. More than attending, he is welcome.
I got more respect for that black man than I do you white out there.
Jesus Christ.
I'm a follower that man to hell and back, because I believe in what he stands for and he believes in what I stand for. A lot of times we don't agree with everything, but at least he respects me to sit down and listen to me.
A black man was able to talk with people from the KKK and be able to, hey, you know what? If you change your mind, give me your robe. Up to 200 robes or something like that he has in his closets, right next to Myron.
I'll give that to you.
Yeah, okay. No, you still speak to them. You said love. How could you love a racist? It's her dad. Yeah. Anyways, whatever. Maybe I'm fucking crazy.
You're not crazy. I think that if someone didn't want to keep someone like that in their life, they're justified. Right? Like, you don't have to keep family members or people close to you because they have bigoted views. That's a very reasonable take to have, in my opinion. And I think it's also reasonable to be the other way. Both things can coexist. I think it's interesting that people are like, white people, I can't believe, like...
When someone wants to kill me because I'm Asian and queer, but it's fine because a white streamer Cutie Cinderella says holding a grudge doesn't promote change.
Okay, but what if her dad isn't wanting to kill people? Like...
Yeah, it would all depend on like what exactly he's saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's an extent, because I feel like there probably are some races that like sitting with them, telling them like, hey, this is like wrong to say, this is wrong to feel.
Yeah, unless he's just going around screaming the N-word or like
like just nasty.
Those damn Mexicans and all this other shit.
First of all, I know so damn well your immigrant parents got bigoted views. Like, all of our parents did. If yours don't, you're a f***ing liar, okay? They all have something either against the specific genders, ethnicities. I mean, most of us can probably go to our parents, name one ethnicity, and your parents are going to go off. 95%.
That's the thing too. I will say.
So what's the ethnicity for your parents?
Okay, listen. Because my mom works in healthcare and she's constantly talking to people, and she has met so many different people from so many different places around the world. And she said that, like, it's crazy how racist these other, like these people from other countries are.
Yeah.
Like, she's met African, like, people that moved here from Africa talk the most crap about African Americans. She's met so many, like, either different types of, like, Asians, where they're like, I would disown my kid if they married a white person, if they married a black person.
Do you think that's kind of racist?
Or is it prejudice?
I don't know the difference either.
But it's just like, different things. Like, not only that, it's just like,
I would say
not even
I'm
like
pretty
caring
racist.
like who their kids date or marry.
Yeah.
Just so many different things where they genuinely hate these different races.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's the thing too, is like, they're saying, oh, somebody wants to kill me because I'm Asian, blah, blah, blah. But I'm sure their Asian parents are probably racist. So, like, basically what he's saying.
Yeah. I feel like I've been pretty racist to almost everybody. I can say something about every race.
I'm been perfect my whole life. So. No, my mom has taught me to love everybody since, like, I first started going to school. Since I first could, like, understand everything, my mom taught me to love everybody, no matter their skin, no matter if they have nice things or not. Be kind to everybody.
Yeah.
I feel like that's why I'm a really empathetic person. Because, like, I was taught since a super young age that, like, some kids go home and get beat. Some kids go home and they don't get love from their parents.
And
I grew up around many different races throughout my family and friends. So it's never been a thing for me. It's just, I feel like growing up, when I was, like, young, like, elementary, junior high, it would be a thing. Like, people would make their jokes about me being white, and then I would joke back to them about whatever I could, and then it was, like...
Yeah, I feel like that was natural for everybody.
Like, I remember being in junior high, and, like, everybody would, like, look up racist jokes, and then just, like, it was a thing.
Yeah.
But, like, nobody, like, got offended. We all just, like, would go back and forth. But now it's like, you can't say anything at all.
Yeah, I wonder if kids still do like your mama jokes, or if they're too fucking sensitive now.
They're gonna go off if it's Indians. We all know that, right? So that's just normalized nowadays. I'm just be honest, and I think that's also true for a specific set of culture or people from a specific tribe or religion. Shit, if you're a Muslim and you bring up Shiites, I know plenty of Muslim parents. Well, poof, and they're gonna start spitting. My mom. Love you, Mom, if you're watching.
First time you met me, hey.
Yeah.
She thought I was moving.
Now, people are going to make the argument, hey, well, it's different. You know, white people systems are like, But on a micro scale, I think using that to people and expecting them or being upset at them because they didn't abandon their parents is a bit ridiculous, in my opinion. Personally, I think this is a terminally online thing. That's why you see most of these responses on Twitter and all these goofy-ass places. Like, it's not a reasonable thing to think that people are going to look at people from previous generations who didn't grow up on the internet like we did and be like, bitch, you're good. Yes, everyone in my generation is. To be honest with you, like, oh, shit, I've heard some things from immigrant parents that are like,
oh, 100%.
Not using the right pronouns, you think that's bad?
Oh, wow.
Not using, check your favorite streamer. Go talk to their parents. I promise you, it probably goes much harder than that shit. I think it's like white folks. When these discussions come up, they're giving like the least amount of rope to themselves with.
But they got the biggest neck, so they need more rope.
Fair. I don't know what that means, but it's provocative.
It gets the people going.
But yeah, me watching this whole interaction and just seeing the reaction, seeing the girl being like, I was so uncomfortable. Like, even though in the clip she looks very comfortable and she's just yapping around with her.
I am not in the headspace to just deal with what I already knew was going to come from that. I am telling you right now that I did not agree with that, okay? Did not agree with most of the things that were said.
As soon as this backlash comes, bitch, I don't know you. It's like, okay.
That's crazy.
That's a wild thing. You was in on the heist, and then afterwards, what is that joke by Dave Chappelle? You just didn't like your cut?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do think there's a lot of people that are slaves to their audiences. And if they get negative response from the audiences, they immediately react viscerally. And my girl was asking me this the other day because I was getting like a flood of DMs from Fresh and Fit fans being like, nigga, you gay. I know you gay. And I was like, word, how am I gay? He's like, I saw you dancing with a girl. I was like, word. Real DMs. I'll pull it up on screen. It was crazy. But it doesn't bother me. I get floods of hate all the time.
Of course.
And the reason why it doesn't bother me is the same reason why I don't build my self-esteem on positive stuff online. And this is, I think, the best way for anyone who's trying to do social media. This is my opinion about the best way to do it. You don't let positive comments affect you. And if you don't let positive comments affect you, negative comments can't affect you. The moment you take in the positive reinforcement from strangers...
I feel like that would be something that you would struggle with.
What?
Like if our YouTube channel started popping off and we were like a big channel, and obviously we're giving like our opinions on things. Mm-hmm. If somebody says like some crazy shit towards you,
dude, I'm like already thinking about it because I know I look so bad right now. I look so bad, and like everything I've said so far, I just feel like people could easily just come from my looks. Bro, my postpartum hormones would not be able to handle it. I've been thinking about that this whole time. Like, bro, I could get attacked so much, and
I feel like my life has been just thickening my skin. There's nothing nobody can say to me that could offend me.
Online and let yourself be defined by that. The negative stuff is also part of the equation. And naturally, as human beings, we're always going to gravitate towards negative feedback. It's natural. You can receive 10 compliments, receive one bad one, and shit, you fucked up for the whole week. Especially if they found your sore spot. Bitch, I'm fat, and it's over.
This is almost done.
Take in the positive reinforcement from strangers online and let yourself be defined by that. The negative stuff is also part of the equation. And naturally, as human beings, we're always going to gravitate towards negative feedback. It's natural. You can receive 10 compliments, receive one bad one, and shit, you fucked up for the whole week. Especially if they found your sore spot. Bitch, I'm fat, and it's over. And it's not to say when you guys said nice things, I'm not like grateful, because I am grateful. You guys have changed my life, and I'll always be grateful. But gratefulness is completely different than basing your self-esteem or how you feel about yourself on people. How many times I've made content and it pissed off my fans? I didn't care. Not because I want them to be pissed off, because I said what I believed in.
All right, how much time do we have left? We made a 16-minute video to like 2 hours.
These folks don't operate that way. They are very much, I think the term is audience capture. Mm-hmm. They're possessed by their idea of what the audience wants. Because you could have a minimal amount of people leaving comments. And if they're loud or they're present enough, that tells you what the audience feels in mass. Even though most people who watch videos don't comment. Most people who are seeing this stuff are just like, I don't really give a fuck.
That's how I used to be.
But they're audience captured, and they're so sensitive that
comment on anything.
They have no chance.
No matter how strongly I felt.
Yeah.
I've only recently started commenting on stuff because I started posting more, and I heard that if you engage more, you get more engagement. I've had to force myself to try to comment more, and it's been difficult for me because I'm super antisocial.
All right, that was an interesting video. I really like watching them too because they're pretty based. I haven't heard them say anything fucking stupid. Their takes are pretty usually in the middle. They're not too far right. They're not too far left. They kind of have like a pretty based opinion when it comes to certain things.
I feel like that's how I am.
Yeah. Let's try to be the next ABBA and preach. You can be my preach.
But my name is closer to ABBA.
Yeah, you can be ABBA and I can be preach.
I don't even know which one's which.
I think the bald dude was preach. ABBA is this guy right here. This preach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They make a lot of good videos. They make a lot of videos. Anything else you want to say to the audience?
I don't like when you grab the microphone. I feel like I've said my piece now.
You let it all out.
Yeah, stop touching the microphone. That's my piece.
And if you like that, guys, like and subscribe.
Like, and I told my cousin, I was like, we need to make a podcast, because I think with Tana Mojo, they had a canceled podcast, but they would like cancel other people or talk about other people. I was gonna say that we need to make a new cancel podcast because we're so cancelable.
Yeah, I don't think we're that cancelable. I feel like we would have our audience of people who are not full of shit that would be like, yo, fucking, you guys are telling the truth, bro. Like,
but I feel like I'm the type of person, because I feel like I've changed a lot and my mindset on things have changed between like growing older and versus like even just talking with you, talking with like other people. I'm the type where just having a conversation can open my mind to things. I'm very open-minded, I feel like. But at the same time, with
gotta
being
be careful,
open-minded, I also still stand on a lot of my beliefs.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't force them on other people.
Well, that's for guys. If you learn anything from this video, is don't be white and don't say things you're not supposed to say, or Abba and Priest will make a video about you. Anything else? Thank you for watching. Boom.